Everybody was disgusted with poetry,
music,
you know, when I was a kid.
With spoken
the poet
word.
is a sissy. The poet.
And my thing with this one is
the poet's nothing, and it was
a
true.
poem
They
for
were.
a
They
man
are.
probably
a lot of them.
80%.
Not meaning being a sissy.
Probably
by
hates
sissy,
my guts.
I mean they're missing.
And probably
point,
hates everybody in this
know?
room. This poem is about Charles Bukowski. And the thing with Charles Bukowski is he didn't really like pop music, but he loved Beethoven. And so I try to do my best to, you know, do something that he wouldn't smash a beer bottle over my head. Because you see, I'm a... I'm a fucking boxer who's just returned from London. My trainer is of German descent, but he grew up in the suburbs of Los Angeles. His dad used to beat him if he didn't mow the lawn exactly right. This is what made him a hell of a scrapper. But because the insecurities passed on from his dad, he took to the bottle young, which slowed his reflexes, made him unreliable in his body, unable to take the physical abuse. So he spent his 20s and 30s drifting from El Paso to New Orleans, staying in these shitty rooming houses, all the while training local middleweights in these smelly run-down gyms, all the while chasing the bottle and women that would come ugly to his face. I met him in the London library. He was catching heck from a librarian for lighting a cigarette in the American poetry section. He was fucking mumbling something about Hemingway. We became fast friends and went to a bar around the corner where he was already quite famous for his pair of dukes. But in the morning we found ourselves at the gym doing the only thing we were ever fucking good at. Him kicking someone back into shape and me focusing on that moment of truth. So we flew across the ocean, came back looking for a prize fight, and women who wouldn't call me ugly to my face. At immigrations, they asked me my occupation. I said I'm a boxer. When they asked me where I was turning from, I said London. And when they asked me the purpose of my trip, I said sex, drugs, and spoken word. So I found myself in a little room. As they went through every inch of my belongings with a fine-tooth comb as my trainer went over the yellow cabs in the rain, smoking, cursing his prize fight. And at the press conference, through the light bulbs and commotion, I said, win or lose tonight is gonna be fucking poetry in motion. And as I rose to my feet and my red gloves inspired as someone who just does what he loves, me and my trainer locked heads. He put his wrists on my shoulder blades. The man that knew your deep, dark secrets cannot be caged birds. And most poetry fucking sucks. You better hit the typewriter with your fighting words. It was nice to have him in my corner each night as I stepped into the center of the ring to sing. And I know, gotta hit him with a blast, 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 bright, blast, bright, blast, bright, blast, bright. I was knocked out in the fifth. The first thing I saw as I regained consciousness was my trainer's aged, scarred, ugly face. And I had what alcoholics call a moment of clarity. I knew with my last breath I had to kill, stab the myth. The beauty is skin deep. My friends, the river of lies is your precious fountain of youth. I'm a boxer who's just returned from London, and this is my moment of truth. There's always a country music station playing in the distance, soft enough with the cheap shots. Tonight my gloves are off. I'm just having a cigarette out in Ontario's cold. I'm just a full boy, and my story's seldom told.
The realities were never explained. Everything was hidden in poetry. The reason I kept writing was because, not because I was so good, but because they were so damn bad. Yeah.